Cool. SmackDown.
Nice lead there.
That was a nice thing. That was a nice leeway.
SmackDown set is amazing, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, I love
Very
it.
good.
I love the
Amazing.
stage.
Very good.
I love the stage. Sick.
Officially a show now.
Yeah,
Officially,
definitely. 1000%.
Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, haven't you always thought? I've always thought like SmackDown have been the A show. I've preferred
Yeah, it has been.
SmackDown.
It
Yeah,
has
it's
been. It has
from the
been.
beginning.
Especially
to
when
be
it
honest
just
with
turned to SmackDown Live, it was the A show from 2016, 17,
Ruthless
18.
aggression era.
And
No,
obviously
that's
that as well.
And
No,
actually,
Raws.
I
No,
feel
it
like
wasn't.
SmackDown have just
Raws.
been
No, it
have
wasn't.
been the best. I
From
just feel like they've had the
2002,
better wrestlers.
2002 to 2005, they were killing it.
Yeah.
They were killing it.
Raw
With the
was-
SmackDown
02.
6.
Yeah.
And then Brock Lesnar
No
came
way.
through.
No
No,
way.
I can't
No
say
way.
that.
Not that
I mean,
SmackDown.
I'd say-
Ruthless aggression was Raw,
Nah.
fam.
Not that SmackDown.
Nah.
PJ was
No
SmackDown,
way.
but Ruthless
I'd
aggression
say,
was Raw.
I'd say like storyline wise, Raw obviously.
What,
was
you
pumping
look
it.
forward to
But
more Raw?
wrestling wise, if you're looking for like
Bro, are you
pure,
not
like
forget-
good
Ruf-
matches, majority of the good matches were on
Bro,
SmackDown.
But even story wise,
Bro,
I don't
Ruthless
think
aggression,
so.
yeah, though.
Not
Nah,
SmackDown
the storyline
stories.
was Brock Lesnar when he struggling to beat Big Show. That was beat
crazy.
because he was beating
Team
everyone, but he couldn't
Angle,
pick
that
Team
little
Angle.
madness going on. Oh no! Even
Wait,
The rise of Eddie Guerrero coming from a tag team wrestler to be in the singles.
Cena's debut.
And even the flipping rushed fucking Hardcore Holly team
I'm
was
sorry,
kind of
for Raw
joke.
back in
One day we have to do an
05,
episode on that.
all I'm
One day we
thinking
have to do 1 hour.
Yeah,
and
on
talk
that.
about
Yeah,
that.
but Hardcore, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I've never been so spun about a situation in my life.
Do you know? I'll tell you what.
How they
Next
fumbled on
podcast.
Hardcore
Next
Holly.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. That's
How
when
they
Blake
fumbled
gets
on
out of
Hardcore Holly makes no sense.
Yeah.
But it makes sense at the same time. But
Even the only thing with Raw,
I'm
like
trying
I
to
said,
think. Raw, one thing that stuck. I mean, the whole Kane thing. What
and
else is
Evolution
there?
for me.
Yeah, Evolution and Kane, but
NWO.
no, but look at that died.
I'm coming. What else is there? Brock Lesnar's debut. Let's not forget that.
SmackDown.
Exactly.
Okay,
His
cool.
rise started fully when he was on SmackDown.
Bro, I just feel
It's
like
only Goldberg really that was significant in Raw at that time.
When The Rock came back, that was jokes as well. But he was going to both shows anyway. Like the thing that was really happening on Raw wasn't.
it wasn't that for me anyway. For me at the time, it wasn't.
SmackDown was popping, bro.
so. Okay, let's be honest. SmackDown was popping, but I just feel like at the time, I always feel like the thingy SmackDown became the main show. What is it? Raw was the main
After
show.
Survivor Series. I feel
Yeah.
like after like Survivor Series 2005, when SmackDown won, I feel like then they just solidified. Yeah, we're taking over. I feel there was nothing else.
But early 90s, obviously VHS Pappy has to go back to early 90s. You know,
Yeah,
Raw was
Raw
always
dominated,
Do you know
Raw
what I mean? Man will look forward to Raw rather than SmackDown.
Raw was the only one.
Who was
There's
watching
only
SmackDown? Who was watching SmackDown?
Well, but SmackDown came in '99 though.
SmackDown was 2000s.
I mean, as in,
No, it's 99.
as in SmackDown.
Late '99.
Yeah, 90, with the old SmackDown logo.
The oval.
I'm talking about them times. No one saw, yeah.
It was Raw.
No one was really. No one looked.
No one
That
cared
was
about
just.
SmackDown.
That's like
SmackDown was
key or
like
something.
velocity.
Man,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cares.
SmackDown was like velocity, almost like velocity.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on. Segue.
SmackDown. How did you find SmackDown?
It was good until the Kofi part, and I want to play something quickly. Can I play something? This is something that I found online. It's basically Rosenberg talking about how he felt like, because everyone was upset about Hell in a Cell, yeah, and he was like, "Why are you not upset about Hell in a Cell when this happened?" So I'll play the voice note for you.
I'm confused, wrestling fans. Can you explain something to me? Why are you so angry about the end of the pay-per-view last night? I don't get it. No, you weren't mad at SmackDown, okay, in which Kofi Kingston needlessly was squashed in 2 seconds by Brock Lesnar, totally destroying so much that had been built in 2 seconds just to bring in Cain Velasquez, who no one cares about. I'm sorry. I thought it was Dominic. I was literally disappointed when I realized it wasn't Dominic, okay? SmackDown didn't bother you, but you're so upset that the Fiend's title match ended in a bizarro schmaz? What did you expect? How was the Fiend's match going to end? With him carrying the title proudly? What do you mean? I don't understand why that's the thing that has people wanting to cancel WWE. What are your expectations of a title match involving the Fiend? Here's the thing, guys, the Fiend has to wrestle matches eventually. He can't just be a scary mask. There has to be matches, there have to be things that happen, and you may not love how good. Oh, you're upset because it's supposed to be no DQ? So let me get this right, you're upset about the rules. rules in wrestling, pro wrestling. It's the rules that. I don't get it. Was it the best match ever? No.
That was a stupid.
Okay. You lost me there.
So that was very stupid.
He killed his own
credibility there. The Fiend carries on. I don't think The Fiend and Seth should even be battling for the title. I don't think it makes any sense. Then again, I don't think Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez need a title. But I don't get what you're so angry about. Be angry about Kofi, not this.
Cool. Guys, let me know what you think about that.
Correct in what he says about being angry at Kofi, but I'm so sorry. I've watched like nearly every Hell in a Cell match, and how can you tell me that match was just like? How can you actually tell me that you cannot be mad that the match ended in disqualification? That the match ended full stop. It's a fucking Hell in a Cell match. It's a fucking Hell in a Cell match. There should be one winner or one loser, or they should both, or both of them should just be dead. It's just as simple as that. I'm sorry, like you can't end the match in DQ. What is he talking about? Of course, I'm fuming.
Everyone has the right to be upset.
It's a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, bro.
Like, I get the
I'm
sentiment,
going
but
nuts.
everyone has the right to be upset about that match.
And it's the second time we've done it. Did it last year when it was Roman and Braun? Last year. Yeah, bro. Brock Lesnar came and fucked up both of them, and the match was just cut off.
I don't mind that.
That's true, though, but it's true, though, in that sense.
Is that when he ripped the thing off?
Yeah, because then that shit there.
It should be Hell in a Cell. Like this should be the most gruesome match in WWE, bro.
That used to be a feud ender. Now it's just it begins feud.
There should be no limits. No.
That should be that. It should never been a pay per view.
That's why they need to stop calling the pay per view.
It should never.
Yeah, they need to stop calling stuff like Hell in a Cell, submission match, singles match. All these fucking
Bring back Unforgiven and them man there, fam. Bring it back.
Armageddon for Hell in a Cell. Do you understand? Like, it just didn't make sense. And at the end of the match, man's doing mandible claw when you've just been hit fully with a sledgehammer full of what? Ladders and chairs on your head.
Toolbox.
You need the toolbox, yeah. Toolbox.
Cool, exactly. The toolbox.
Adding on to that, fam, the flip. My screen was red. Why was it red? I wasn't. When I saw the red thing, I was like, I've done it.
Was it Kate or something?
Trust me, for the whole match.
That was terrible,
bro. Red for the whole match. That's not, bro.
I hope Paul Payne.
I didn't mind it.
I minded it, bro, because I was like, what the hell is this, bro?
It's the finish. It's the finish. It's the finish that pissed me off.
Yeah, like I've said to them. I said to the men at the beginning. Yeah, wrestling are not showing enough reality.
I got to segue for that. I got to segue for that.
that.
If you, real quick, I know we're going to swivel that. Yeah.
Sure.
If we're complaining about what's happening in WWE, there's so many different options now. Remember what I put in the group chat yesterday? NWA has come out. If you want reality shit, you've got that old school stuff. MLW are killing it with Fusion. New Japan are killing it. There's so many other companies that we should be like also spotlighting on the show, man. Because as much as WWE is I think WWE is the McDonald's of everything. It's accessible, it's everywhere, and when you're trying to go somewhere else, you always see it. But it doesn't mean it's the best. It's just the most available. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You're right.
But I think for us, it's like WWE is like our best
yeah,
cousin.
of course,
So
and it's rooted us in our childhood. That's the first wrestling we came across. But it's the one that pisses us off the most.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like an ex-girlfriend.
Yes. You keep going back.
Every time you try to leave, something keeps pulling you back.
Trust me.
I've tried to leave this stupid shit.
Stupid that she wants to do something.
I've tried to leave. Then CM Punk joined. I've then tried to leave again. Chris Jericho returned. I tried to leave.
AJ
Styles came. I tried to leave.
Drew McIntyre comes back.
Adam Cole. All these man. I'm tired. WWE, please.
Fam.
It's enough now. But
yeah, the thing that.
Yeah,
let's start with Kofi so we can segue to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So who wants to start with Kofi?
I'll go first.
Go on.
The Kofi thing was proper sad. Simply because of the fact that it was just one jump, done. Brock Lesnar pinned him, done. And after that, what was even worse after that? The fact that he got pinned, yeah. After he got pinned, we even thought like they made us even try to forget about it by bringing in Cain Velasquez.
Yeah,
straight away. So that 11 years that Kofi Kingston waited for the title, the months that he's been fighting, flipping the best people, the best talent in the industry and in WWE has all gone to waste. All because of this flipping UFC angle they want to try and bring in. And Kofi Kingston is a backstage. There's a backstage interview talking about how he's gonna be back. Bro, if I'm being dead honest, it's not even about you being back. It's the fact that they shagged you in front of everyone on live TV, a new channel, Fox. There's new watchers. It's not like we're just getting like the same people. There's new people tuning in because Fox is a big channel. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. This is what I said in what I posted on the Twitter. on the Twitter. I said
You know
that. It's
what I
like,
mean?
what does that say? If it's the Fox premiere, this is like the restart of SmackDown, and the first thing you show is the black champion who's been killing it for 6 months, done out 8 seconds, and you bring UFC guy to come through.
8
seconds. No, 9, bro.
No,
it was
but
9.
regardless, it was one digit. It was one digit.
It's a gift.
Bro, the sponsor was still there. The sponsor was still
The
there.
most happiest guy is Ghost Recon because their game was playing throughout the whole thing, fam.
So I'm gonna buy Ghost Recon because of that. You know what I mean? Man, I'm not gonna buy Ghost Recon because of that match. It's a gift.
It's disgusting, bro.
Fam, it's a gift, fam.
What they're setting up for Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar, that doesn't need a championship.
Nah.
That doesn't need, because what? So what? If Cain Velasquez wins, what? Everyone's gonna be happy. There's only been wrestling for how many months? The whole thing is you fucked Kofi and you fucked everyone who we faced before that. You make people like Kevin Owens look weak. You make Dolph Ziggler look weak. You make Orton look weak. You make AJ look weak. You look Daniel Bryan. Is what? Like I said in the rant, what does it say about us? Like, what is it about us that you thought when you was booking the show? Oh, Kofi definitely needs to lose, and not only has to lose 8 seconds, get rid of him quick at the end of the show, and we just move on. Like, I don't understand what that for that broadcast.
New Day will nowhere to be seen as well after.
No, because he sent him away.
He sent him away.
Yeah, at the
As
start.
in, even not on the exclusive interviews, like those, I'm not saying no shagging, but it's proper. Like, it's just a waste, a big waste. And the fact that they put Kofi Kingston as the main. Have you seen the new intro for SmackDown? Kofi Kingston's the main. He's the first person you see. So what happens now then? Is Brock Lesnar going to replace him?
Probably going to replace him. He'll probably still have like a prominent part in the intro, but
man, am I saying back to the mid card? Like,
It will be, but bro,
He's gonna be like
it's gonna be mid card, bro.
how did Jinder lose the title?
He lost to AJ on SmackDown.
and that's another thing that annoyed me when we tweeted the video. Someone tried to now justify that. Like, fair enough. Like, we're not saying that, you know, you must agree with us with all things, but if you're gonna have your own opposing views, at least make your views tangible and valid. Don't now come and be telling me cock and ball stories saying, his reign was similar to Jinder Mahal's.
What
What kind of
match
fucking
with Jinder
disrespect
have,
was that?
Come on, behave yourself.
That's a
Behave
bloody
yourself.
disrespect.
Yeah, chill.
He said, his career trajectory was similar to Jinder Mahal. I'm like, no, it
Get out of
wasn't.
here, man.
How?
Get out of here, man.
Kofi Kingston has had many memorable moments within his career before he got to this point. What has Jinder had besides 3-man bands?
No, he's not.
He's not a
Not
Grand Slam
Grand Slam
champion. That's
champion.
it. That's how the end. Like,
He hasn't had epic moments in almost all the Royal Rumbles over the last decade.
Bro,
Come on.
besides his WWE Championship win, Jinder Mahal's most memorable matches against Seth Rollins for the NXT title.
Oh yeah,
That's the only memorable match he's had. So, for me, that's a disrespect and that's racist if you're going to compare. No, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Any disrespect to Kofi Kingston is racism. I don't care. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it every week. Anytime you disrespect Kofi Kingston and there's no validity to it,
Fam, listen,
it's cock and ball and it's racist. So
this is you have to deal with it. It's a black podcast, bro. It's a black British podcast, so you have to deal with it. If you're gonna chat smoke about Kofi, then you can get out.
my thing, a lot of people
had
had different opinions. Like they didn't like his reign. At the end of the day, it's your opinion.
it's your
I don't
opinion,
care.
yeah.
But if you're comparing it to Jinder Mahal, as much as I was happy he won the title, let's be real. Jinder Mahal's WWE career is nothing compared
I don't know
to.
no tales when he won the title, bro.
Bro,
Like, I was like, oh, it's Jinder. That's jokes. He beat Randy Orton, and then afterwards, I
man
didn't
can even
care.
wrestle most of his matches as champion, please.
And you know what's mad? I feel like everyone's reaction was the same when Kofi Kingston won it.
oh yeah.
No
Yeah,
matter
because
what, even if you hated him at the time, when
it
he
was
won,
just fuckery, bro. Everybody
I won't lie
knew.
to you, I was trying to. Alright, I did want Kofi to win. I was kind of following the crowd, but then something at the back of my mind thought, could he really do it? But then when he became champion, he done his thing. Yeah, he actually done his thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't get it twisted. I'm very controversial. Don't get it twisted. I don't like to follow the whole crowd.
Yeah.
So when someone's saying something, I'll just always think. So when I thought, okay, everyone's cheering for Kofi, I'm like, really? But it's like, bro, you've shown why. Like you're actually champion. Like you've actually given a good match. You give everyone a good match. You've surprised people.
even what he did
It's
after
crazy.
the dark match. You remember the dark match when we watched that SmackDown? It was a dark match TLC match. It was who was it? Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan?
No, it was Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Sami Owens and Kevin Owens versus Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
Woods.
That dark match was sick. And after the match finished, he got a mic and done like an open like sort of thing, and he proper thanking everyone. And it's like it was proper nice to see. Do you get what I mean? He goes, bro, I've been there for 11 years, and now I've got a towel. I want to thank you lot, bro. It's nice to see, fam. Do you get what I mean? Like man's worked hard for that. He wasn't only he was the people. Like he was like the second people's champion, fam. Do you get what I mean?
The amount of comments that I saw, like on the video that we tweeted, majority was this is the reason I stopped watching wrestling.
Yes.
This is the reason I stopped watching wrestling.
And you have to think about it as well. Like, just as you said, people are going to stop. Like, this, when he won the title, like, that was transcended so many things. So for him to lose, not only if he lose, like going to what my thing was, if he's gonna lose, at least let it be competitive.
Yeah.
Like they've built up the Trouble in Paradise as a move where it can knock out people 1, 2, 3 down. It could have been a thing where he kicks out and everyone's like, oh shit, like if it's like 3, 4, 5 minute match, at least let him get some offense and let him slip out or something. Let him land on his feet after a German suplex or something. Not just an F5 and finish, because that. Who's gonna take
everything.
it? It mocks, yeah, exactly. It mocks the entire half. Think about it, half a year, bro.
It mocks
Half
the
a
roster.
year.
It's
It
a
mocks the
roster.
roster. It makes him look like there's Brock, there's Roman, and everyone else just plays in
I'm
the
sorry.
swimming pool.
It just makes wrestling fake. All right, it's fake.
Yeah.
But it just makes it even more like predictable. Like bloody hell, like Vince, like fix up. It's
So
not really
ta-
meant to be predictable.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. And this is the reality era. Like make things a bit, unpredictable.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
I believe as well, like to Del Boy saying, and people who's been posting, because I've been checking the comments, like people all around, like it's not even just black people, bro. There was, I swear there was a Polish guy,
Polish
Russian
man,
guy,
Polish man,
who,
like-
they're all vexed. I had to
Yeah.
translate the message, and he was vexed, bro.
Yeah.
Like people are truly, yeah.
Language barriers.
Yeah, fam.
It's
It's like that.
It's
I'm
nuts.
saying, so
It's
people,
absolutely nuts, man.
when you're bringing up comments, and people say this is why I stopped watching, I can truly believe that because something like that, just what does it say? What does it say? It just makes you go, why do I waste my time to watch that if at the end of the day, whoever I get invested into is going to lose in 8 seconds,
Sickening.
and then 2 days later do it again with the Fiend? It's like, fam, it's
It was a bad week for WWE in
L.
honesty, fam. It was an L for them. I can't lie.
to
Even
fix it.
the
that's
L
why
was
I'm
continuing to this
that's
week
why
as well.
I'm happy that there's so much choice because I'm living in
This
that, bro.
NWA thing, I'm gonna catch on it.
Bro,
I'm telling you, after
watch
this
the
match,
NWA.
Yeah, do you know, I
can't
said,
lie.
I said that. I said
You
I
like old school shit as well, so you
I
will
watched
like
it. I
What's sick about
just
it?
trust me.
Trust it, because what it is, yeah, I don't know if you watched the old studio shows from back in the day,
As
from
in-
like
Have
the
an interview
80s.
before a
As in
match.
Yeah, like the
Always
whole
have
they
it.
Oh,
have
like
Before
what
matches actually
like
sit.
Ric Flair.
Ric
days
Flair
and-
stuff like that. So there's no music. It's a bit, you have to get used to it. But there's no
Yeah.
music, but there's old school graphics and it has like the text on the screen.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 camera angles, but it follows, like you can tell if they can wrestle or not.
Yeah.
Because the camera is static. Plus you can tell if they can do a promo or not because the camera, there's no script or nothing. The guy is interviewing you and you have to just literally ad lib. So James Storm did a sick
James
promo.
Storm went
Eli
in.
Drake, he went in. Eli Drake went in on
Eli
his
Drake was
promo.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Sick,
Eli Drake
sick
as
guy,
well.
sick
Eli
guy.
Drake as well.
He's one of the top promo guys
Yeah,
from
Eli
day
Drake.
from when he was in Championship Wrestling. He's been killing it.
Killing it.
So Nick Aldis, Magnus from TNA,
Wait,
killing it as well.
Eli Drake. This guy was in TNA, no?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
TNA.
Eli Drake was in TNA.
and he was in NXT, but he
Oh,
didn't.
he's in
NXT.
NWA now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust
so-
me, I'm telling you.
Watch it, bro.
Even
like,
the commentary, Cornette's a guy.
yeah, Jim Cornette,
guy.
and it's only an hour. That's what I'm
Hour.
saying.
Yeah,
That
it's
and
an hour.
MLW is only an
Just
hour.
an hour.
You can just bang it out quick. It's all on YouTube
On
for
YouTube,
free.
that's what I said. When you showed
That's
me,
what I'm
I
saying.
thought, "Rah, I could watch the whole thing. Fully
No,
watched it.
I'm gonna
Bang it
watch
out,
it.
bro.
Do you know? I'll give it.
It's
People
not
watch
bad.
that.
Just watch it.
I
It's
think it's an hour
actually
as well.
not
You know?
bad.
Sorry, SmackDown's an hour now as well.
That's not-
Where?
You know about that? Yeah.
No, it's not an hour.
Bro, it was on my stream. It was
SmackDown's
30 minutes. Both streams. Both
You
thingy.
must have had her Hulu one or something when they cut the stream because it's 2
Probably
hours.
cut out.
2
Sure,
hours,
2
man.
hours.
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
Bro,
Always 2 hours.
I watched my stream. Yeah, it was 30 minutes.
You
Part
probably
one
had
and
a.
two.
You probably had a decrease one.
Unless they missed out some matches, bro. But it was only
Because
for some matches.
Hulu did that. Like for Raw, they'll make it to like I think 90 minutes or an hour.
Like,
So they'll cut
finna
out.
edit stuff
Yeah.
out.
But SmackDown's definitely 2 hours. But yeah, peeps, if you're tired of today's wrestling, bro, there's so much choice, man.
No, there
Like
is.
check MLW if you like reality, like stripped down basic wrestling, like, and also MLW is sick, man. There's so many good things I can say about it because I say this not even to put to get like sponsors and shit. It's legit because when we see a big outpour like that and people are literally saying they're tired of WWE, some people are saying they're tired of wrestling, full stop. And this is like the biggest boom of wrestling we've had since the 90s, but there's so many companies coming out. It's only right if we put you on to better wrestling rather than wasting your time with Raw.
100%.
Because we're always going to be here talking about it and to give you updates, but I'd rather put you on some good shit as well, man, because
No,
Trust
you're
me.
right. No, you have to.
Sonny
We
right.
have to. We have to.
100%.
We definitely have to.
So you're right. What's it? What's the next talking point that we had? Next?
well the Fiend, innit?
The Fiend.
Head in
Yeah.
the cell.
We were talking about that. We were just saying how.
And what was I didn't. Hell in a Cell
If we weren't
general.
gonna win the championship, why put him in the match? It's simple.
Yeah.
To avoid, they did this with Ryback 7 years ago, bro.
Yeah, they
remember
did.
Undefeated Streak? They put him in there because he was popping, and then he loses, and he just keeps. What was the point of doing that? Because it stops their momentum. Like, and I feel bad for Bray Wyatt because again he has a sick character, and he just
character
loses,
is-
and then
is
he just stagnates. I don't get why they do that.
I won't like they
It's
can't
Vince.
kill that character.
Vince.
No,
They did not kill it.
Not that they can't. I mean, don't let them kill the character.
Yeah, but they've taken away a little bit of the mystique now.
Yeah, you have the
Like-
message on. Yeah.
And there's little things that we notice that WWE feel like we don't notice, and it's like you're killing. So, for example, what I said to you before at Night of Champions, was it Night of Champions?
Clash champions.
Clash Champions. Sorry, Clash Champions. His entrance was the Fiend. At Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
it was
the Fiend Bray
Bray
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
It's
And
like,
it's like,
don't do that. Oh
Let
no,
us dis-
SummerSlam.
There should be
Something,
two
yeah.
sides. There should be two.
Yeah, let us distinguish
Separate the team.
Exactly, like the demon and the demon. How can Finn Balor come
Separate the
through
separate,
demon,
rude
Finn
boy. Keep
Balor,
the
huh?
team
Doesn't make sense
separate.
now.
Don't do that because
Or
they
the
on
dead
commentary.
man, or
they
the dead man Undertaker.
Yeah.
Who?
Like
what
they
I
were saying on commentary, yeah, the Fiend Bray Wyatt. It's like no, it's the Fiend. Like keep it separate.
Crazy.
And the thing is about the match here, the first 3 minutes I thought was like, especially when they did the first quick curb stomp
stomp.
and you got back up, I was like
thought,
lit.
right.
I was thinking, end it there.
was
Fucking
gassed.
Sister Abigail, choke, done. I would have been like, that was sick. But then they kept going, and he's like, how many? There was like what,
after the
12
fourth-
fucking curb stomps,
After
fam.
the fourth curb stomp, I thought
Yeah, it's
a bit too much now.
What-
And the
Like,
pedigree,
if that-
and he
if that
gets
was
up at
Kane-
1. I was like,
if that was Kane
alright.
back in the day, he's getting at maybe 3, maybe the 4th time. But then after the last one, that's it. Just stay down. You know what I mean?
They-
Like, now you're
Overbooked,
just
fam.
you're discrediting now Seth Rollins' maneuver now.
Yeah,
And I
because
feel
if someone
one
loses
curb
in
stomp's just
one,
not enough now.
if someone loses to one curb stomp, you're gonna think, well, they got
And I feel
buried.
like WWE have a bad habit of doing that because they do that with
bad
every
habit.
single
Every
match
single
now.
finisher.
Every single match now,
And
they'll
they
have
kill
them
the
do
tombstone
5
fucking
different
dickheads.
finishes.
That's
That's why
how
in
they
the video
killed the
games it pisses me
tombstone.
off now.
That's
You
how
have to
they
use
killed
2
the
finishes to
tombstone.
beat someone in the video game now. Fuck. Anyways.
As reminds me of Brock Lesnar. Remember, he was killing people for a whole year with one F5. Then he faces
It's with every
Roman,
big
and he did
wrestler,
6.
bro.
And it took him
Yeah,
6.
yeah.
Bro,
What does it say about the
it
people from
kills
before?
me. Like I said,
It makes this like system of like these people up here and everyone else is little man.
Literally.
Stupid.
Was that what did they have?
But
that
then,
for?
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Even talking about that, the whole reuse and stuff. You see how things using the green mist now. Asuka.
Oscar.
It should be
Yeah.
good
I like
before,
that.
though.
I like
good.
that.
Was
I
using
like
it before.
that.
She used it like
Yeah.
like before
With
WWE.
Kana.
Yeah.
When she was
I
Kana.
I feel like WWE, you know WWE now, they're gonna use that like
It's
a
gonna be Vince
Canadian
now.
destroyer.
They're gonna
Every
use-
match she's gonna
week,
bust it.
She's probably going to
Every
use
match.
it
Nah,
now.
they can't.
But hopefully not. But with the Kabuki Warriors, I'm happy they won.
Yeah.
Apparently, Becky and Asuka are now going to get into a feud.
Okay.
That's sick.
But they need to change their attire. Actually, I don't even mind their attire. Change their music. That's it.
I don't think Charlotte and Becky. I don't really feel. I don't know. They're good, but I don't know.
Why is Charlotte
Maybe it
champion
just looked
again?
a bit
Why
weird.
is she champion again?
Yeah, it
You
just
finally
looked a
get
bit
heel
weird.
Bailey and she loses. It's like what? Who makes these decisions? Like again, it's Vince.
Just didn't make sense.
Such good shit.
Now Bailey is heel. They should have really made Bailey dark. Like forget all that
Hugging
that
stuff.
thing.
Thank you.
Make everything dark
Thank
and
you.
grey.
I'm talking about
Let her come
delusional-
and just screw everyone. Like why am
no
I here?
music.
Like do a promo. Like
even
why am
fucking
I
get
here?
the inflatables and pop them. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
do something
Even
mad.
if they had like a
Oh,
scary
she's done the
face on it or
inflatable.
something like-
Halloween edition.
The inflatable would
Yeah.
have yeah, literally.
Innit? The screw faces and just doing that, bruv. Or
If she
something.
actually done the oh my god! If she actually popped one of those inflatables,
That would be jokes.
the whole crowd would go, oh, like literally. I'm telling
But
you.
you might. It could happen though. There's still chance for her to do it. Unless she's out of the picture, innit?
I just feel like WWE. I don't care anymore. You're just not creative enough. Or you just have a bunch of 50-year-olds there. I'm sorry.
Hey,
You have a
dub.
bunch of
Hey,
50-year-olds
dub.
talking hella shit. It's just as simple as that. Because now, like, I don't know, bruv. Even Heyman and Bischoff, I'm questioning you. I'm questioning you now. Because you lot should have said something about these pay-per-views. Why have I not heard
From
anything?
when Bobby Lashley's coming
Bishop
out kissing
especially, why
Lana,
have I
I'm
not
like,
heard
what are we
anything?
doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing,
Braves,
bro?
braves.
What the fuck is going on, fam? This company is stupid, you know. Oh my god!
It took me a long time. It took me
Do you
quite a
ever
long
somebody
time to
sit
accept
there,
it, but
fam?
no,
I've been
that's the
saying
thing.
this to you, bro.
know.
Drop the WWE Defense Squad
Oh,
shit, fam. Drop it, fam. The company is on some dumb shit, bro. Boy.
I can't. Like I said,
Oh
they've taken
my
hold this
days.
week, but hopefully,
Like, they
you know, with
they
the
just
comments that have come
insult
out-
people's intelligence endlessly.
Yeah.
But they want to
Yeah,
see how
that's what
much
it
they
is.
can.
They're
Apparently,
insult
apparently
people's
Vince is the one that wrote the ending for Hell in a Cell, and he was laughing at the crowd's
Of course,
reaction.
Yeah, the
of
booze.
course,
You know
he
how
finds that
nuts
shit
that is?
funny. He does shit for reaction.
Man, it's tapped. He's a bit tapped,
Don's
innit?
been tapped from fucking.
Should we get into some questions? I mean, we've got
Yeah,
10
let's
minutes
go.
left, 15 minutes left, innit? So Dre, 01 Dre _ big him up.
Big up Dre.
He asked, who's your preferred Universal WWE champions and why?
What to win or who won from before?
Do you mean out of all the Universal Champions from the beginning till now?
I have no idea.
It wasn't
As
too
in,
many though,
who
isn't
we
it?
want to be.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Okay, so
I'm
we want
guessing
to
so.
Drew, simple. Drew.
The Universal Champion.
Yeah.
Or WWE.
Who would you want to be? Yeah.
It's gotta be Drew. You're right. It's gotta be Drew. It's the only one in them, or Samoa Joe. The only two people in the main roster that I think. Maybe Orton one more time.
Nope.
Maybe not. Maybe
I
not.
can't do it.
Have you man talked about the fact that
Wait, you can't do with Orton.
Have you man
tired
talked
of
about
it,
the fact that he said the
swear.
N-word, bro?
No.
Man,
Yeah, he fully did, innit? He fully did, innit?
I thought you said that before.
He fully has. I
You
feel
said
like
that
he has.
before.
Fam,
Yeah.
like that shit shouldn't be sliding. And the fact that there's been nothing's been said about Orton, nothing said about WWE, barely any like reputable like websites are talking about it. It just slipped under the radar. It's like, fam, what the fuck, bro?
No, I mean, you actually deep it. I never really took that in, you know.
Yeah, I did. For me, when I
That's
saw
the
And
thing.
things I don't know why.
Exactly. You have the fact that you have to find it yourself. Most people didn't even know it happened, bro. Because they were like on that same stream, he was talking about AEW. People was like, "Oh yeah, that was sick." But then,
That's what
I'm saying.
overshadowed
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
That's what overshadowed it. You have to understand.
People talked about the fact that he talked about AEW and Cody and Sammy Guevara, but not even the fact that he says that word, bro. Like they're like, "Oh, they don't have to report that. That's calm." Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's fucked, bro. That's why I was pissed.
And I see bare black guys like tweeting like, "Oh, you know what?
As a black guy,
As a black
fuck
guy,
off, man. There's probably
you know,
somebody
yeah.
chat shit.
What? As a black guy, what?
Fam, Bev,
They were like, "Oh yeah,
as a black guy, he said it with an A. No,
yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh my.
No, but you know how Americans
What?
are with that.
No, fuck that, fam. No.
To this
I'm not
day,
defending him.
let
I'm
me
not
go
defending him.
Deontay
I'm just
Wilder on here. To this day,
I'm not
that's
trying
what
to defend him. I'm
say.
just saying, innit? You know how
black-
Americans
hey,
are with
black
that
pe-
shit,
Yeah,
hey.
they want the.
As soon as you say
You
different,
don't
you're
just
right.
have to hold certain words because I can't be talking.
Trust me.
Mad.
So
I
yeah,
agree, Drew.
sorry. Fuck all that,
For
fam.
me,
True, it's gotta be
I would
true.
love to see. I really, do you know, is I've gone a liking for Baron Corbin. You know,
You know
I
what?
don't know.
You're right.
I'd love to see Baron
When you
Corbin
start
win
saying
the-
you like Baron Corbin, I'm starting to fuck with him. I can't
Baron
lie.
Corbin is
I'm
flipping sick.
starting to fuck
And
with
The
him.
Rock,
Because you know what?
The
He
Rock has
does-
given him the blessings now.
Yeah,
He's
but
got
you
the
know what it
blessings.
is? Corbin is just good at being Baron Corbin.
I don't like the way he fights.
You're just good at being
I like that.
Baron
I like when Baron
Corbin.
Corbin fights. It's
I don't even like the way he fights, but now
no.
I just like just be you.
Just
Just
as a
carry
character,
on. I
innit?
just like
He's-
being
Is
you,
it me?
being
Is
you.
it me? Yeah, am I just pushing it? But does he remind me of a young Bradshaw? As Bradshaw?
Yeah, just
When
a
he
dickhead.
fights.
Nah, it's push.
I mean, as
Nah,
in,
not Bradshaw,
am I
it's push.
stretching?
It's a stretch.
Not to,
I get it.
I mean,
I wouldn't say you're stretching, but I don't know.
Maybe
I
maybe
personally see
heel
Bradshaw.
wise, but
I mean-
wrestling wise.
I mean, as in
like,
where he runs
persona.
across.
Bradshaw had
Yeah.
girth. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Man
as
was
in-
big.
I won't lie.
Okay, APA Bradshaw. Okay, cool.
Baron Corbin, even JBL. Yeah. Baron Corbin is not a smash mouth as JBL.
He's
But
annoying.
Well, he could be.
Persona wise, he's in your face.
yeah.
Like he's like JBL. He's in your face. That kind of bully. Like he's a dickhead. But like, nah, in the ring, nah, he's not. He's not intimidating like JBL. JBL was a brawler, bro. Like
could
JBL
be.
is smacking you like.
And the thing is, Baron Corbin was an amateur boxing champion as well, so I don't know why he hasn't
He's
incorporated.
Golden
it.
Gloves.
Yeah, Golden Gloves. Yeah.
He's coming for that. Watch. Baron Corbin, fam, it's a big year for this guy, fam.
Oh, bro, a lot of things can happen if
I like him now. I
WWE.
like him. I don't know why
If
I like him.
WWE
Is it bad? I
know
like
how
Baron
to
Corbin.
utilize
No, I like-
Baron Corbin, he can do well. Like, I like Baron Corbin too. It's a bit ever since he said that.
No, do you know what I liked him?
I'm a Baron Corbin fan.
I watched that carpool thing in it, and he looked bare sick. He looked bare cool. Had his hat there,
It's just
like,
Coast,
was
I
in a
don't know.
hoodie. Like, I was like, yeah, that's my guy.
I just
That's my
like it.
guy.
I don't know what it is now. I just like it.
I like him, fam. Hey, Baron Corbin, I'm rooting for you, fam.
I just like the fact that he knows people dislike him and he just runs.
He runs
Yeah.
with
He
it.
doesn't care.
He's taking off the shirt. He's one of the
It's,
best.
you
now.
see the reality
That's a
of
singlet,
it. You understand? It's the
Singlet.
reality. Like he's not trying to
He's on a
be.
singlet now.
He's not trying to be. Obviously seen as a guy, but he's not trying to be a Cena and trying to loaf the crowd. What's the point?
Exactly.
If you don't like me, I don't like you.
You
Like,
see the chair broke.
Man said he's wearing a vest now.
You see the chair broke, yeah? The chair broke, man, still he continued, fam. Somebody was still on the floor. You get me? Hey, Baron Corbin, you're a G, fam.
Yeah, it's true.
You get me, fam? Hey, roll on the next one, you get me?
Andre Hart, big up Andre,
Wow,
friend of the show.
Andre.
He asked early Royal Rumble
guy's
picks,
tough,
male and
bro.
female.
What did you say?
Early Royal Rumble picks, male and female.
I thought we asked that last week.
Yeah, Dre was saying. I saw the
We
tweet. which
asked
Dre
this
said in there.
last week, I swear.
Yeah,
we-
Oh shit, this is fuck. This is
Apologies.
Wait, what? He didn't ask the first one, though.
Live.
these are old ones.
Do it live.
Let me see.
Wait, fuck, I can't find the new ones. Okay, big up NK.
NK, big up NK Preach.
NK Preach, friend of the show. He asks, what wrestlers from the current WWE main roster do you feel would benefit from moving to AEW?
Shinsuke
You guys go
Nakamura.
first.
I don't think no one should move.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yep.
I don't.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Me personally, I don't think no one should move.
He
'cause
was
I
not.
don't-
He was not built to be. Sorry.
No, it's not even about who
No,
should
you-
move.
you two-
No,
you
don't
people
be saying
are
who
jumping.
should move. Like
Who would benefit?
who would do well in the company, just bar none.
Shinsuke just prefers to be. I don't really feel like he needs to be in WWE to really just. I feel like he just needs to go back to NXT, back to his roots, gain that hunger again, and start kicking ass properly. Properly. Yeah, he's the Intercontinental champion, but I'm fed up of him doing all these things and hearing Sami Zayn say, King Sasha! I'm getting bored of it.
Does that belt even mean anything anymore?
Like, do you know what I mean? Whoa, the Intercontinental Championship means everything. It means everything. No, it means everything. No, wait. It means everything.
Historically,
Don't let me do this promo on you three, please.
But right now.
No, historically, yeah, of course. But that used, to be,
right now.
that used to be the workers' title belt. At this moment in time, I don't see it working.
This year, when have you cared about an IC title match? Being honest.
I forgot it existed. I'm being honest.
You see,
Bro, we really see it on TV.
It's not even to put you in your place. I'm
Who's
literally like,
who's the
when you think
champion
about it.
Shinsuke.
See? And before that, it was...
AJ. Was it AJ?
No, AJ. It wasn't AJ.
Finn.
And then before Finn, it was Bobby Lashley.
AJ's flipping...
Lashley had it for a while, didn't he?
Even like... It's like Europa League, isn't it, for these men?
Wow.
It's like Europa League. I'm not even lying. The main title is the Champions League belt. That's the Champions League. You've won the Champions League. The other one is a flipping... Oh, let me not get into it.
FOB, big up FOB. He says, it's not a question, it's a PSA. The community are done with WWE's main roster rubbish. We only watch NXT, AEW, and a few indie promotions.
MOW. NWA.
I respect it.
I watch all, man. I'm
an all-rounder, innit? I'm still effing with WWE. Like I said, that's the groundwork. That's the groundwork. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like the wrestlers that, yeah, man.
I just do highlights.
I'm pissed off.
And only if the wrestlers I truly like are
pissed
there. The rest of it, I just listen. I just look at news right now. Man.
Yeah, I'm pissed
I've got
off.
some
I
advice
value
for
my
that,
time,
for
fam.
anyone that's going through something like that. Obviously, you can watch other promotions, but also if you're having a tough time finding like you don't like wrestling as much, watch documentaries and try and like watch old like pay-per-views, for example, in your house or like a Stampede or something like that. You learn something that you never knew.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Don Morocco and them, man, innit?
Listen, one day I'm gonna school you, man, on Tito Santana and them, man, as well. From
Austin Idol.
Bruno Sammartino.
What's it?
Austin Idol. All them, man.
Lufez and them, man.
Lufez and them, man.
Let's go.
George the Animal Still.
Bruno Sammartino.
Chidera, big up Chidera,
Yeah, big up Chidera,
friends of the
man.
show. She asked, who won the first Wednesday Night War and AEW NXT?
AEW.
It's only right.
James Burgerface. Big up James Burgerface. Olu_Ebo. He asked, with the draft coming up, who would you put on NXT?
Oh, NXT's got their own draft as well.
I doubt it.
No, I didn't know.
But if they do,
if they do-
fantasy. If they do,
fantasy.
Oh,
If they do, I'd put Buddy Murphy there.
I'll put Mustafa Ali there.
Who's that brother from 205 Live? He's Mexican and he was sick when I was watching him live. Forgot his name.
Huberto Carrillo.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Roberto Carrillo, he's flipping cold. Go to NXT.
No, but I think
He's there already,
Yeah,
right?
the cruiserweight division is going to NXT.
yeah.
Oh,
all of
perfect.
them. Yeah, that's perfect.
The cruiserweight title's been renamed
Perfect.
NXT.
That guy's come
title.
for someone's head.
Good. Because that
Someone said.
205,
Have you seen that guy?
show.
Roberto Carrillo.
I think I have, but I might
Fam,
have to check.
live.
Put
We watched
me
him
a
live, yeah. You see, that match. What's it called again? LA Guerrero. Was the match? Was that the match? No, it wasn't that match. It was a different match. It was before the Tony Nese match, fam. Live, that guy was sick.
Okay. Yeah. Send me a link.
I'll send you.
I will check
I'll send you something.
that. Someone to NXT. I don't know.
Nemes
Chad Gable
Istvan.
send to
Gable,
NXT.
Yeah, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable.
I
Yeah.
think he's doing well on the main roster now, though. He's got a bit like
He's got a bit of popularity.
Flame.
I hear you.
in there. Yeah,
I hear you.
small.
he's getting there.
Nemes Istvan. With SmackDown now the A show, should Raw go back to 2 hours or have both shows 3 hours?
Oh no, I can't do.
You
Go
know
back
what?
to 2
You know
hours.
what? Put Rose a 1 hour show. Fuck it. Put Rose a 1 hour show. Fuck it. I'm fed up.
They ever didn't even NXT fam. There's 1 hour.
Put us 1 hour. You know
1
what I
hour,
mean?
that
Vince,
means-
you're gonna
Make
take
it
it.
the new
You'll get your money
fucking
back.
heat fam. Velocities.
1 hour. That means more wrestling.
Yeah,
Because there's less wrestling nowadays. Anyway, there's
Trust
more
me.
talking and more backstage shit. So.
20-minute fucking
Trust me.
promos.
Out of
To start the
bizarre
show.
Things, bro.
Oh my gosh, we got Hulk Hogan backstage. The Street Profits.
Doesn't make
Get
sense.
the hell out of here, man.
What do you guys think about what they're doing with the Street Profits on Raw? They're not wrestle, but they're
That
just
pisses
talking.
me off as well. I like the way they talk.
These
about
guys
it.
are dons on NXT, you know.
Yeah.
Do not sleep on them. They're
I think it's
killing
racist.
But
You know what is? I think it's just Vince. You know what is true? To be honest with you,
racist.
I think it's just Vince underestimating his NXT.
No, but I'll
people.
tell you what, though.
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what. I see what the man are doing with it. They're trying to get everyone familiar with these Street Profits. So when it's time, when they come to the main roster, they get a chance to go to the main roster.
But that gets
then
boring,
boom.
no?
It's gonna come on it'll happen one day, bro. Let's let it go. Let's
But even, that's the guys that talk in the back all the time. Like, let them wrestle.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But if you know NXT, you know that that's the guys that are the high flyers and that will, you know.
But not
that-
everyone
but not
knows
everyone
that.
knows
Not
NXT
everyone
though.
knows.
and that's very dangerous.
It's only now people are now
Exactly.
starting to
Because think about it, people
when
can
they come from NXT,
Exactly.
and they come to WWE, they don't get that recognition in what they've had from NXT.
So when they
You
started them
understand?
talking, I'm like, cool, but then at least have them have a little match or let them just do something other than be backstage.
And I
Because
can't lie.
people from NXT will be like, oh, they're sick, and then people from Raw are like, well, all they do is talk.
And I can't lie, the main roster crowd, I'm sorry that the main roster crowd, you lot are just
They're
a bunch of kids. Like, I won't lie, you're just a bunch of kids. Like, you're just all like this fruity type of. I'm not saying this.
No. Of course.
But like, it's just like, I just want a bit more.
Yeah, a bit more. Yeah.
Real quick, shout
Everything's just too predictable and just Sophie and yeah.
out to Supreme Smokey 13.
Yeah.
He just he saw he watched MLW. He had some comments about MLW. Wow, NWA.
Something else you spoke
Okay,
about, yeah.
NWA Power. He watched that yesterday. Big up for watching that. He said it was decent. Still, he actually thought that James Storm would have pulled up the upset after the low blow.
Yeah,
it was a good match. It was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Tim Storm. Sorry, Tim. Because the main event.
Tim Storm.
Yeah.
I was confused because when I mean James Storm, I'm like, what?
No,
Tim
they're
Storm?
completely different. He's like a
Tim Storm.
Tim Storm. He's a hench don. He's like 50. He's a school teacher as well. Yeah, he's a G.
But he's bare bricks and everything.
But the match was if he lost against Nick, then he can never have.
Tim Storm.
He can never
win the NWA championship again. Sorry.
So he tried to get desperate, but he didn't win. So sad. So we'll see what happens next. But thanks for watching that.
He cut a promo.
He's a G, fam.
No, his promo was good. His
Listen.
promo was good. Like, I felt it. Like, I was like, rah, he's been through all of this. Like,
Trust
he's
me.
worked hard for his family and everything like that. And this is all or nothing. Like,
We got Smokey 13.
Big up,
But yeah, Tim Storm is a G.
He also says for us WRESTHINGS, just in general, it's ironic people say Vince is out of touch, narrow-minded in what he perceives a champion looks like, but the fan base isn't much different. It's been a complaint Kofi doesn't look like a champion, and so it's great he lost.
I think it's great that he lost. I don't think it's great that he lost.
I think he's saying it in terms of like, we're doomed if we win, we're doomed if we lose. What can we do at this point? People complain that
it's true.
He's lost, but then at the same time they complain that he didn't look like a champion.
But it's decency though. Like okay, I get what you're saying about how I didn't look, because obviously, me personally, looking back at the reign, the only thing that bugged me with Kofi was that I was hoping for some certain feuds, like when Randy Orton was fucking him up, I was hoping he'll come to the ring and say, fuck the pancakes, I'm just coming on some smoke shit.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. It was
It
always
was
just throwing the pancakes. And of course, that's what got him to the dance, so I respect that. But that's the only time I was like, a few times, like even for the Brock match, he was throwing pancakes. So it's like, But I wouldn't say it's good that he lost.
The way he lost.
Exactly, it's the way he lost. What do you think, though?
I mean, I said before, I wasn't fussed on. I didn't feel like he was going to win anyways. But at the same time, as we all said earlier, 9 seconds, that's a complete disrespect.
It's just the way he lost.
The complete build, it's 11 years in the making. The build towards even getting to WrestleMania winning, then even just the feuds alone. Like we spoke about this, I feel like we bat on this every single week. Like the feuds he's been having have been amazing. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to Seth Rollins' feuds. Yeah. And the fact that all of that within 6 months has now gotten to him. Now, literally, ding, 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 all man did was jump. And
man just goes... You see jumps position for the F5. Yeah. Man just said, hey, catch me. And he
jumped.
Come on.
He jumped, got the F5. Good job, buddy.
Like VH said, man said, the whole match is a GIF.
It's a GIF. You can fit that to a GIF, like as in like someone put a GIF of even the referee doing that was part of the GIF. Even Brock Lesnar even handed the title was part of the GIF. Fam, it's fucked. But I was gonna say, in reality, in the real world, in my dream world, if I were to actually like book this year, I would have had obviously Kofi Kingston come in. There would have been a bit of like, there would have been a battle there. Then when it was time, probably midway through the match, Kane, what's his name? Velasquez would have walked in
and disturbed the match.
Disturbed the match. Kofi Kingston would have rolled up. He would have won the title.
Because that makes Brock even more pissed. Like, how
the hell Goldberg did with Eddie, basically.
Yeah, like that. Do you know what I mean? And he would have been like, what? Matting. There's a UFC fighter there. Kofi Kingston scored his belt. Brock Lesnar's confused. Bam, let's look forward to Crown Jewel. That's when I'll be invested in Crown Jewel.
Velasquez just come out of nowhere.
I would have been invested in Crown Jewel.
All the Saudi shows have been shit, fam.
I think Cain Velasquez can do a Hurricane run now.
He can. He done it.
And that's another thing I'm worried about. Their match. How's it gonna? Because he's trained more in luchador as opposed to
UFC.
So he just come to America and train
MMA,
basically.
I was gonna do a fucking Canadian Destroyer, fam.
Trust me, fam.
To Brock Lesnar.
If he does it, I'll be
Brock Lesnar.
He could do it though. He could sell.
I was gonna do a 619, fam.
My question is
Oh,
this, yeah. If you were in charge of WWE when Kofi Kingston was about to use his title, how would you have booked it? Obviously, everyone's upset.
If you had to
How would you have
lose,
booked it?
at least make competitive. At least I'll do a thing where just like the AJ Styles matches and the Finn Balor match, like he goes straight in trying to attack, take some German suplexes, literally let him just the belt. Okay, you remember the Goldberg Dolph Ziggler match when it started, super kick, and everyone's like, ah. For those 2 seconds, you're like, could it happen? Then he gets spared, and you weren't pissed. It was like, cool. Even if the match starts, and he just like keeps running away from Brock Lesnar. He gets in the ring, trouble in paradise. Everyone's like, oh shit, he kicks out. Yeah. Then at F5, I still would have been like, oh, but I wouldn't be like, you got shagged. Because at least he did something. Man just jumped into his arms.
Even give Kofi Kingston like a suplex city. Just 3 suplex cities and he kicks out. Then after,
one F5.
Yeah, 1 F5 and he pins it.
One.
Yeah, give it.
Maybe that 1 F5 he kicks out.
Give it a bit longevity, fam.
Then the next one, cool.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, like I said, it's just making it more real, innit? Like, cool. We all know in a real fight, Kofi's not gonna beat up Brock. So what are you gonna do to a man if he can't use his fists? Weapons. Yeah. No DQ match. Yeah. No holds barred. Yeah. Kofi smacks him up bare hard, and then Lesnar just becomes beast and beats him. Okay, fair. But it gives, like I said, that real perspective that man gave him a fight. Do you know what I mean? This is not showing any way that Kofi has given the man a fight. And it's pissing me off. I'm sorry. I'm even getting more angry just thinking about it now,
bro. If you think about the build, fam, even if you think about the build up to the match, bro. Brock comes randomly. Paul Heyman's laughing. Brock the whole time is smiling and laughing. Kofi's like my fighting champion. Gets F5. The next week, he gets F5 and loses. There was nothing, bro. The whole time Brock's been laughing. When he won the championship, Brock smiled. He laughed. He's like, this is the easiest paycheck I've got in my life, fam. He's busting bants, fam.
Brock didn't break a sweat till Kane came in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How would you have booked it though?
How would I have booked it? Similar to you. I would have even if it was like a surprise, like Trouble in Paradise out of nowhere when the bell rings, Brock kicks out and F5. I just wanted Kofi to put up a fight. That's literally it. That's all that. I mean, I don't have a problem with him losing. It's just the fact how he lost. That's the only thing I've got to gripe about.
Just make it more of a fight, bruv. That's really it, cuz. Shit.
But I'm excited for AEW tonight.
Yeah.
Well, by the time you guys listen to this, AEW would have been done.
Oh, AEW's tonight, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I'm watching that. What time is it starting?
More questions?
Roughly?
There's like 2 more questions there.
Okay.
Oh, you got more questions?
There's someone by Andy Yola.
Oh, yeah.
Annie Yola.
Oh, yeah.
They said best reversal you've seen and worst finisher. So, what's the best reversal you've seen?
Eddie Guerrero's reversal of the rock bottom. I've never seen someone counter the rock bottom like Eddie did.
Oh, on Raw.
Remember that again?
2002.
2002.
So
when
the Rock was champion.
Seen someone counter the rock
so
bottom.
Was it like?
No, it was like the rock bottom into an arm drag. See, even your head's thinking like.
I remember. I've seen it.
You see? How does that work?
Oh, so wait, he's like that and like that.
But like you do the rock bottom and Guerrero's like dragged his arm.
Oh shit!
Like dragged his arm and he's dragged to the other side of the ring.
No, I was supposed to rock back.
Like usually when you counter the rock bottom, you use the elbow, the typical elbow. But no one has ever done that in an elusive way. Only Guerrero.
DDT or something like that.
Exactly. Guerrero done it in a completely elusive way.
I got a reversal for you, fam. The Undertaker and Randy Orton one.
Undertaker
was actually chokeslam. The RKO.
That was cool.
Straight RKO, fam.
Beautiful. That I've never seen before.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever saw the chokeslam get counted in that way.
Yeah.
And that actually got me stunned. I was actually in shock. I actually thought he lost. But yeah, it's mad.
And the Goldberg and Bret Hart thing when Bret Hart still play.
Oh yeah, that was a joke.
Was that even a wrestle, fam?
I guess so.
That was a flipping. That was funny, fam. Oh my god, he's got to still play. Fam. Is that Tony Schiavone? Is it Tony Schiavone?
Tony Schiavone, yeah. I can't think of a reversal.
Fuck. And there's some in my head, but I can't.
You probably have some. Trust me.
Yo.
Chris Benoit's got bears.
No, there's ones that end the match or like.
Just any, I guess.
Fuck. All I can say, I know Kurt Angle's had some sick ones.
Oh, yep.
Okay, debate one. Shelton Benjamin jumps. Shawn Michaels, Sweet Chin Music.
Fam,
classic.
You see that one there?
That one
even
is
Isaiah Rashad. That's
disgusting.
Isaiah Rashad's favorite wrestling moment. He even said it himself in one interview. Fam, that moment.
That was disgusting, bro.
Disgusting.
Legit, you like, what? Like it was. It's
Is there
cold.
any pictures of that? Like as in, like pictures
Of the actual moment. Of
Probably on the website. Yeah, probably.
That's one thing WWE don't do. They don't picture moment. They don't do picture moments.
No, I think if you
They
go
don't
on the
do-
site, if you go on their website, they've got photo library. Like, but you have to like remember what you're looking for.
What you're looking for and stuff.
I can't think of anything.
There's some sick ones in New Japan, though.
Even
Oh
New
my
Japan,
days,
any
there's some
industry,
sick
any
ones in
industry.
New Japan, bro.
Mine is blank.
Maybe Chris Jericho. Hasn't he?
Come on,
I mean, he's got like a few like code breakers.
Yeah,
out
he's
of
kind
nowhere,
of stuff
but
into
for me,
a
it's
code
kinda
breaker
like-
before.
The one he done recently on AEW.
AEW to
Oh,
Nick
that
Jackson.
was beautiful.
Jackson.
The
Yeah,
code breaker
that
from the
was
top.
sick.
When
Yeah,
they were
that
gonna-
was
when they were gonna
beautiful. When he
do the,
counted him,
mouse
when
driver.
man jumped from the
Yeah,
top.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was out of nowhere as well.
That was sick.
I can't even remember.
I'll come back to this next week. I
know,
can't
you
I
have
can't after that shit.
Same person. They said worst finisher.
Overdrive.
Leg drop.
Who's that again? Overdrive.
MVP or Red Orton, where you have the has the arm and then his leg on top, and then he swings
Oh,
it.
that hurts.
I don't know.
How's that
I
meant to
think it
hurt?
looks shit. I
Like,
don't think
man's
it
like
you
your
know
head's
what I'm
on
saying,
like
bro?
the inside.
I know what I'm gonna
say. You know what move I've been saying it since Portsmouth days, fam. And no everyone's gonna agree with me in this place. Sting's finisher.
What? I thought he was...
That pisses
Fam,
me.
when it
You
got
know
to
when he
sleep,
says
when
that
he got to
the Scorpion Death Drop.
Yeah,
Why?
I
Why do you do that? Why? The Scorpion Death Drop's hard. The way he does it as well, though.
You think that's good?
Yeah, I like the Scorpion. I like the Scorpion Death Drop, bro.
Oh,
man.
kidding
What the
me.
reverse DDT? He plants it well as well.
Oh no, just the sharpshooter. Oh no, the DT.
Yeah.
Oh, AJ Styles one is good, but
Wait, what does it sound
he
like?
does the
backflip.
backflip.
Yeah, the backflip, then the
Yeah.
DDT. Yeah, but obviously Sting back then, obviously no one really done the Scorpion Death Drop. Who done it in reverse DDT back in this era?
man.
No one.
The worst finisher.
Oh, Big Show. Yeah, that's it. WMD, the women's right, they're all shit. I can't stand
Woman's
it.
right.
Wow.
Oh my God! Hit him in the woman's right. It makes me laugh.
Is he like injured or something?
Nah,
I don't know.
Shooting a
He had his own
for-
show for a bit.
Yeah, he's got a show with Netflix coming out.
Big Show.
Sick. Big up. Was that about wrestling?
I think it's his life.
He's up, man. Big Show's doing his thing now. He's all shredded and that.
Yeah.
Becoming,
Big up Big Show.
I think he's one of the richest wrestlers in the company.
Yeah. I've read that. When I check it every year, like richest people in WWE, he's always top 10, so top 5 in fact. So
Yeah, Show has his own bus and everything. Crazy.
Man.
There was a guy called Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Arch Bernard is his at is. He said, "Is there a place in this question?" Oh, he's talking about the AEW. I don't know if you guys saw the AEW
Dark
questionnaire thing.
No, go on.
Nah, I didn't.
Basically, they were posting. AEW posted that the little questionnaire you could do and fill in and just like answer their questions and stuff innit? About the whole show, like what you like about the show, best parts. I filled it in as well. It's kind of calm.
Marketing there, bro.
Yeah.
Sick.
But this guy tweeted and said, "Is there a place in this questionnaire where I can point out that pro wrestling all seems pretty anti-black, and I would love if y'all don't fall with that."
I think I saw it, but I didn't read it because it seemed too long, so I didn't want to read that. This guy's got to give paragraph about something I don't care about.
What you don't?
No, I didn't read
I-
it.
you know
I didn't
what,
read it. So I didn't know. I was like, because I retweeted it because it was about the questionnaire. So I just thought, but I didn't know what the thing was about because I saw bare lines. I was like, I'm not reading this. I don't know what it's about, so I don't care. But maybe I should have read it. I don't know.
No, it's calm, man.
No, well, yeah. Basically, I think what he's trying to point out is, it's not even trying to make it deep, but I think right now the roster in AEW, there's not a lot of black brothers there, innit? And I think he's trying to
within
say
time,
about
innit?
You know
about
what?
like the
But you
he's
know,
saying,
that's
but
just
I think
pro
he's saying in
wrestling.
general, he's trying to say that pro wrestling seems to be pretty anti-black.
I am
I
sorry,
don't- I
but
won't say-
I am sorry, but I feel like that's within all sports,
Can I-
man.
yeah.
What do you want people to do? I don't understand.
Can I say something?
I don't understand what.
Can
Yeah,
I say something? Yeah.
sure.
I feel like it's within time, innit? Obviously, there was a time when there wasn't that much black people in football. There wasn't a time when there wasn't that much black people in wrestling. But obviously, the black wrestlers have obviously retired. There's gonna be a new like, surge
Generation,
of black,
of
new
course,
generation of black
bro.
wrestlers that's gonna come in. There'll be a black wrestler in AEW one day, but it's just time. Like, come on, like, you know.
I think I get what you're saying. I'm not. That's why I said I don't want to make it all deep because I understand like we have to be represented in it. Like I think this decade has been a lot better and a lot kinder,
Oh,
especially with the whole
very
Kofi
Very
things
kind.
happening. A
Very,
lot
very
better.
kind,
But I
very
still understand that in general that's still a thing. But I get what you're saying about like sports with other
but
things. We're
what do
always
they-
trying
that's
to
what I'm saying,
find.
that's what I'm trying to-
So that's why I'm saying there's a middle ground where right now, if you compare it to where it was before, it's so much better. But I understand he probably wants to see. I think probably since he saw
But
what happened with Kofi.
but here's what I'm trying to figure out: what type of wrestlers does he want to come into AEW? Then I don't understand because what
I think he's saying in
what-
general.
I know what you.
But- to
I know
answer that
what you
question,
mean, but
right.
I know what you mean. But what like all the black wrestlers are in promotions.
Yeah, that's
So,
yeah,
like,
that's what they're all happy.
What?
in.
Who else? Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out. There's even one guy who's coming to WWE. Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. His name's EJ. I don't even know. He's some next guy who's coming up anyway. Like, but like, there's a lot of black man in the wrestling industry. Like, do not get it twisted. It's just, you know, I don't expect what they want us to do.
Yeah, big up Skillet, big up Skillet.
Big up Skillet.
We'll get you in. Yeah.
No, most deaf.
I mean, I don't know.
It's crazy, man.
But yeah, let's wrap this up, man. Obviously, we've
But big up Black Mitzvah though.
say again.
No, it's a big up though. I understand what you're trying to get at, but
I think
we're at a better place at the moment.
Within time. But yeah, you know, big you guys up, man. Like the fan, not even say the fan base, the wrestling community is getting bigger and bigger at the day. Wrestling's now, I say before, I don't think it was a universal language for me, like, but now it's becoming that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that I thought that didn't watch wrestling and talking about different sort of things. But yeah, you lot keep your questions coming in, keep the wrestling flag flowing, and yeah, man.
Hashtag ask
any more stuff, bro?
Big shout out to Riptide Wrestling.
Yes. Big up Riptide Wrestling, man.
Listen, it was one of the best promotions I've been to this year. It was fun. The matches were sick. Everything about it was just great. And it's nuts to see that you can travel far and wide and you most likely see the same faces at all these different shows.
Okay.
Was there anyone that stood out to you?
What as in matches?
But people, because I think
People. I don't know. I didn't chat to anyone. But
As in,
like
what wrestler do
what you
feel
saw,
like,
like
sick?
anything
Like
that you was
when
like.
we saw what's that brother's name from Rev Pro? The one that was
a wrestler that stood out to me.
like Chris Ridgway or something like that.
Seeing the Rascals live was amazing.
Okay.
Seeing them wrestle live was sick. Desmond Xavier is a fucking star.
Oh, he was there.
Yeah, he's part of the Rascals. Darius Lockhart, first time seeing him wrestle live as well. He was amazing. Big Swole, Cedric Alexander's wife.
Oh,
sick.
yeah, so done with the dreads.
Mad.
There's this guy, I can't remember his name.
He's the guy that has that kind of revolutionary, like.
Yeah, that's Darius Lockhart.
Him.
That's Darius Lockhart.
Okay.
But there's someone else, I can't remember he's from Brighton. But on the microphone, I swear to you, he had everyone gripped. Like, he's just hilarious. He's like an English Miz, basically. Like, just cussing everyone. I can't remember his name, but he was sick. But yeah, everyone done sick. Like, there was different types of matches. You had like the comedic matches. You had like it was sick.
I think you were telling me about how the way it was presented is very different. Like,
yeah, it's very like, I don't know. They describe it as cinematic pro wrestling. I would more or less say that it's very like interactive. Like they're in proper interacting with the crowd. Like the next event is I think it's like similar to a pantomime basically.
Okay.
I need to get the details. We'll put it in the bio.
plug that.
But if you can make it to Brighton, please do go support Riptide. Big up Riptide Wrestling each and every time. We're gonna try to get them on the podcast when we can.
100.
Yeah, it was sick. And also, I was gonna say, we need more black presences at this wrestling events.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I felt weird. I didn't really care, but I stood out completely. I completely stood out.
Brighton, it sounds cold stuff.
I walked to the door now. And the thing is, I've been Brighton. We used to go raving
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying,
innit?
Brighton,
So I've gone to the door now. The guy looked at me. The security guard looked at me as if I was lost. I was thinking, bro, I'm here to watch wrestling. He was like, oh really? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm here to watch wrestling.
I thought you were gonna do a jab move.
Like, I'm here to watch wrestling. Like, it's like, okay, cool, come through, man. But generally, like the community, like wrestling as a community, everyone, nothing but love. But generally, I would love to see like more black faces though. Like, and I think what it is, a lot of people don't know where to go to these shows. They don't know any information about these different types of shows. They don't. They think it's just WWE, and if it's WWE, they can't go to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. But we will try to like help people and guide them to the right places and whatnot. Like we do vlog quite a lot at these wrestling shows. So, but again, big up Riptide each and every time. If you would like to invite us or just send us links to your wrestling shows, we'll definitely come by and give it a watch.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I've been a Nafi.
And if I'm at your shows, don't be scared. I'm a nice guy.
I've been a Nafi.
He's been a Nafi. Oh, I don't know again. He's been a Nafi.
Sam Blacks, come on, it's controversial.
Go up, Daddy. Okay, Doughboy.
Lucha V.
Jeez.
WRESTHINGS for the mandem, by the mandem, by the mandem, for the mandem.
Shirts are coming soon.
Facts
Always.
energy.
Always.